九文化区作为香港最新、最具活力的文化艺术区，吸引了各类文博场馆在此建立。其中，于去年首次开幕的亚洲首间全球性当代视觉文化博物馆 M+， 楼面总面积达125000平方米，共设有33个展厅，是世界上最具规模的视觉艺术博物馆之一。2022年11月12日开幕的草间弥生1945年至今特别展览，则是今年重磅推出的展览项目。艺术家草间弥生善用高彩度对比的圆点花纹加上镜子，大量包覆各种物体的表面进行创作，在幻觉与现实之间，艺术维系着生命，也连接了艺术家个体与他想要表达的主题。M+是西九文化区现代艺术的代表，以互动型艺术及视觉文化作为主题，吸引了一大波香港市民前来打卡。今天 M+ 博物馆策展人郑道炼先生带我游览这次特展，感受草间弥生与其作品的魅力。Nice to meet you. My name is Mia.
Nice to meet you too, Mia.
As this exhibition curator, I think you definitely know Kusama really well. Could you please share more details about her as an artist and how her creative practice have changed over time?
Sure. Well, Kusama is at this point one of the most globally celebrated artists. She was born in 1929, which makes her 93 years this year. She still continues to paint, continues to make art, and she was very much involved in the major decisions around this exhibition. This exhibition, as the title suggests, starts from 1945 when the artist was only 16 years old. And of course, 1945 was a very important year because that was the end of World War II, which left Japan in devastation. Kusama was part of the generation that experienced the war. She was even conscripted to a factory to sew parachutes. So that also gave her that skill in making soft sculptures that she will later develop.
Let's take a look of the painting behind us.
Yes.
It looks very interesting because I think that is Kusama herself, right?
Right, that's right.
So could you explain a little bit more?
Yes. So to start this exhibition, and this is what curators do. What is the powerful image or object that you can open the exhibition with? And when I first saw this painting, there was no doubt in my mind that this has to be the opener of the exhibition. As you said, because it is a portrait. It is a self-portrait of the artist. This was made just in 2015, just a few years ago. And many people will recognize her Kusama as a signature hairstyle, as well as her signature motif of polka dots, especially these beaded polka dots that are adorning all different parts of the painting. So it's a stylized portrait, and this isn't the only style, however, that Kusama represents herself.
Thank you, Dorian. So could you please show us more artworks?
Of course, very happy to. Let's go.
Kusama has so many meaningful artworks. Which artworks are representative? Is there any meaning behind this?
There are so many different aspects to Kusama's art, and then different artworks and different styles represent different aspects of it, and all of them coming together to create a very fascinating totality. But this is a perfect example, the work behind us, which is titled Self-Obliteration. It's dated from 1966 to 1974. You can see that it's a spectacular ensemble that has 6 female mannequins, and it's a scene of dinner party. You can see the dining table and the chairs. The table is set, and they seem to be in conversation with each other or frozen in action. Maybe one of them is walking over to the kitchen, or they're engaged in various kinds of activities.
除了这次特别展览吸引到全球艺术爱好者的目光， 其实 M+ 大楼本身也是一座值得观赏和游览的大型艺术品。在 M+ 举行的各类常设展览，同样为游览者带来不可思议的看展体验。Thank you so much, Dorian, for showing us this beautiful and remarkable piece. Could you please give us an overall introduction of these exhibitions? Yayoi Kusama, 1945 to now.
Sure, very happy to do that. So this is one of the most comprehensive exhibitions on the artist's life and career. And of course, Yayoi Kusama is now globally famous and influential artist. And there have been a series of solo exhibitions and retrospectives at some of the most important museums around the world. So this exhibition builds on that history and the legacy, but also tries to introduce a new angle through presenting her body of work through 6 thematic sections.
Could you please briefly introduce the different types of artworks that are showcased in these special exhibitions?
That's right. So this exhibition has more than 200 works that cover more than 7 decades of the artist's life and career. Perhaps the best part of the Kusama's practice that are known are paintings and sculptures. Paintings such as Infinity Net painting series that she began at the end of the 1950s and beginning of the early 1960s. She also invented a very unique form called soft sculpture in the 1960s. But that was just the beginning of her career, and it just continues into the following decades. Perhaps lesser known aspect of the artist's career is her drawings and collages, and I think that's one of the great discoveries in this exhibition. So this is a very ambitious project that tries to show, and that indeed succeeds in showing all aspects of the artist's very complex and multifaceted practice.
Dorian, let's focus on the development of the M+ Museum. What is the mission and vision of M+?
Very good question. M+ is Asia's first global museum of contemporary visual culture. So that covers 20th century and 21st century to the present. There are 3 main areas that fall under visual culture in our definition, and they are visual art, design and architecture, and moving image. So as the very first museum of its kind in all of China, as well as all of Asia, we have been working on building a permanent collection and also gathering international team of museum experts, more than 200 people working here now.
Could you please give us an overview of M+? For example, the number of the exhibits and galleries we have, and what kind of exhibition available right now?
Sure. So this massive building of 65,000 square meters include about 17,000 square meters of galleries and display spaces. We have 33 galleries and even more display spaces. So when we opened the museum to the public in November last year, 2021, we decided to fill these galleries with selections from our collection. So besides the Kusama exhibition, which is our first special exhibition, we have close to 1,500 works by more than 700 artists and makers, including designers, filmmakers, and architects that are organized into 5 different exhibitions. So viewers will be able to see really the great range and diversity of the collection, not just from Hong Kong, the rest of China, but across Asia and even beyond.
结束了游览，当然要去博物馆极具特色的小店逛逛。位于基层的 M+ 本店中，售卖着各式各样具有设计感的小物件、生活用品以及书籍，将艺术与设计融入到了日常生活中，令人流连忘返。 逛完了 M+ 本店后，我已经迫不及待去打卡博物馆内的特色拍照机位了。搭乘电梯去 B2 层的前空间，可以看到 M+ 极具创意的建筑设计。楼面线条错综复杂，从不同的角度拍摄，可以获得不同的观感体验。浏览 M+不仅是欣赏现代艺术展品的视觉享受，更能够将维港和西九文化区的美景尽收眼底。M+从香港出发，放眼全球，让艺术文化真正融入了城市生活，给市民带来非比寻常的美的体验。